What is good, y'all? Podcast episode 100. We're here. We made it. We are officially at 100 episodes. It's a good feeling. It's been a long time coming, I guess. 2 years in the making. And I always try to stick with the one episode a week sort of goal. And here we are. Here we are, baby. 2 years later. Still don't have a podcast name. But, it is what it is at this point. We're definitely not trying to force anything. Not trying to do too much, honestly. I kind of like the simplicity of it. There's plenty of room to grow and evolve. But for now, I use this as like a platform to just really kind of speak out my emotions, speak out what's going on in my head, and just get it out there, And I feel like it definitely helps. So here we are, 100 episodes in. It's crazy. Man, hope everyone's having a good week so far, a good weekend ahead of you. And I know last week I ended up getting the fucking flu, man. I had the flu and I had strep throat. And right before my 3-day weekend. So I ended up getting sick on Thursday night, going into Friday. And, so I spent my 3-day weekend on the couch, watching college football, not doing too much other than sleeping. Really didn't even eat too much. So just stayed, just kind of cooped up under a blanket. Tell you what, those cold chills and body aches, man, they were intense. It was pretty wild. It's pretty out there. So I hate being sick though, man. It sucks. It kind of ruins your pace that you're running at, I say that, but honestly, I do kind of feel like it sort of revamped my pace a little bit, because I kind of allowed my body to finally get the rest that it needed, which was really nice. So it is what it is, man. We're back at it. Here we are. That's why you didn't get podcast episode 100 last week. You got it today. It is what it is. It is what it is. So hope everyone's doing good. We got the NFL starting tonight. Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. If you know me, you know that half my family is diehard Cowboys fans. The other half is Cincinnati Bengals. So that's kind of how it's been my entire life. So tonight, definitely rooting on the Cowboys. We'll see what happens. Don't have my hopes too high, but it is good to it's good to finally just have football back, honestly. Especially when you get this deep into like August. The Reds, they're not doing too hot. You're kind of just burnt out of baseball. At least I am. And I could kind of feel when the weather changes a little bit. That's how you know, man. It's football weather. It's football time. Let's get it going. So man. So we got the NFL back tonight. We got college football back. Of course, the Ohio State Buckeyes beat Texas on Saturday, which was really good. Buckeyes are now ranked 1 in the country, which is nice. That's where they should have been ranked, in my opinion, to start the year off. But of course, the Arch Manning hype train has sort of slowed down. So I think he'll be okay. I think the Buckeyes defense is just really good. And a lot of times it seems like the media doesn't want to just come outright say like, yo, you guys are good. it always seems like there's always some excuse for why we, why we win the way that we do and this and that. But that's neither here nor there. Just glad that football's back. We did our fantasy draft. Pretty excited about that. I got CD Lamb. I had the sixth pick in the first round. So, of course, all the top 5 guys, got swooped. So I ended up taking CD, which I'm fine with. I had CD last year, and he balled out for me. So, yeah, I definitely wasn't complaining. He's definitely one of my favorite players too. So, yeah, and then it was actually him or McCaffrey in the first round. And I was like, I don't want to take the chance on McCaffrey getting hurt again, because you just never know with that guy. So I took CD, and then came back in the second round, and McCaffrey was still on the board. So I took the old lottery ticket. We'll see what happens. He's either gonna pay off big time or just not do shit. So we'll see, man. I just hope he stays healthy this year. CMC's a dog when he's healthy. That's for damn sure. But yeah, man, our league is pretty fun. It's family, friends. This is our 3rd year doing it. We just have a good time, man. It was pretty cool. To determine the draft order, we we picked 3 names or 3 NASCAR drivers randomly out of like the top guys, and whoever won the race at Daytona 2 weeks ago, that's kind of how we determined our order. So my boy Alex, he had Ryan Blaney winning, and of course he won. So he got the first pick. He took Jamar Chase, and yeah, so I fell to 6th pick, but it's all good, man. It definitely was fun for sure. It was a fun way to determine the draft order. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens with fantasy this year. It's all luck anyway, I mean, yeah, there's some strategy to it, but for the most part, it's mostly just luck. So it's all good. It's all good. I got a new song dropping tomorrow on Friday the 5th. It's called Why Ohio, and another punk banger, baby. Another punk banger. And I released two songs off this project coming up last couple weeks. So we got Wendy and Casper out now. We got Absent Minded out now. Excuse me. And then we got Why Ohio dropping tomorrow. So album will be coming on September 19th. The album title is called Homegrown Hellhole, and it is a punk rock album. Definitely something different than what I'm used to making, but it just flowed so naturally, came together so perfectly, and I'm super excited about it. I feel like switching genres sort of brought the energy and the excitement of making music again. I am working on a hip hop album right now as well, but it just to have that little bit of a break, it definitely helped. It definitely helped kind of keep inspiration flowing, and yeah, man, I'm excited for it. Homegrown Hellhole, and yeah, man, September 19th, baby. We'll see what happens. We shall see. Man, I cannot believe we are at 100 episodes. I was kind of toying with the idea, like, do I just stick with my normal, like, film while I'm driving? Or do I just kind of switch it up? So I did want to, just with it being 100 episodes, I just kind of felt like it was right to switch it up a little bit. And yeah, man. So here we are. We're in the studio. Welcome. This is where the magic happens. This is where we create the magic. And yeah, man, I just wanted to switch up the scenery a little bit, kind of get behind a nice mic, and just let loose, I do feel like my mind is still a little tired, man, from being sick. It was kind of tough to focus this week, but it's all good, baby. We'll be back in full effect here real soon, and yeah, man, September's loaded with fun stuff. Maddie and I, we have a trip coming up to Gatlinburg. We're gonna go see the Suicide Boys, and then we're actually gonna go to a University of Tennessee football game. So it's gonna be then we're going to a Bengals game. So, hey, it's just a loaded month, baby. Plus, you got Halloween shit coming up, some Halloween camps coming up. So, man, our schedule's about to be booked up until Halloween for sure. We stay busy around September, October. Got birthdays and all kinds of stuff. So we wouldn't have it any other way, though. I'll tell you that. We love it, man. We love spooky season. We love football, spending time with family and friends, and yeah, man, there's nothing better. Nothing better. Yeah, man. What's been on my mind recently? I recently read a quote. I don't remember where I saw it, but it was something along the lines of the art of noticing is the art of living. The art of noticing is the art of living. And the way I perceive that is, the art of recognizing the beauty, the joy, the positivity in the world is ultimately how you live your life. And then, on the opposite end, if you're constantly seeing the world in a negative way, seeing the worst in people, seeing just ugly stuff around you, I think you start to attract that into your life. And it's weird. I feel like I read that quote at such a good time, just being sick with the flu, strep throat, this and that. So many things that I could have just whined about and just had a negative attitude about. But I just felt like I needed to see the light, because when you're down like that, it can get for me, I had bad anxiety, so my anxiety can kind of take over. It's like, damn, am I dying? What's going on here? And I really when I started to pay attention to the positives, I'm getting better day by day, hour by hour. I'm getting rest. I'm finally able to relax and not feel like guilt about watching football or watching a movie or taking a nap. I feel good. This is what it's meant to be. And I just felt like the more I started to notice the positives in my situation, the more joy and peace I had in the situation. So I really like that quote, man. The art of noticing is the art of living. I really like that. I definitely think it's true. I think that whatever your mind can see, that's kind of what your life is going to be. So, if you're constantly worried about the negative, if you constantly are stressing, this and that, you kind of get caught up in the bullshit. And your life sort of takes a toll. But the more that you worry, or the more that you focus on the beauty, the joy, the comfort, the peace, the love, whether that's in situations in your life, in people in your life, whatever, in places. You know, I think you really start to attract more. And then you really start to be grateful and thankful for the life that you live. You know, how much beauty are you overlooking every single day when you're worried about how small your house is? You know, when you're worried so much about, damn, what the, God, that guy is always so rude. You know, every time I talk to him, he's rude. Then you might overlook the fact that other people around you aren't rude and they are being kind with you. But you sort of take it out on them because you're so worried about that one guy. You know? So it's just the art of noticing, the art of recognizing beauty, positivity, and love. And I think it ultimately creates more peace in your life. In fact, I know it does. So, yeah, man, I like that quote, especially, we're 100 episodes in. One hand I could be like, damn, here I am 100 episodes and my shit still looks so like sloppy and unprofessional and this and that. But, I can't think like that. Because, well, for one, I really don't care. Honestly, this is more of an outlet to just express myself and just let out these thoughts and feelings and different things that I carry on. But I can't think that way because I have to think like of all the good that it's doing. Me personally, just being able to just talk and not feel like constrained or blocked by any sort of barriers. I can literally just let my heart out, just pour my heart out. And, if people listen, they listen. If they don't, they don't. But at least I was able to free my mind and kind of just let go, I think there's beauty in that. And it brings peace, it brings joy to my life. And to know that we are 100 episodes in, it's pretty cool, man. For somebody out there, there's 100 episodes that you might relate to. You may not relate to, but I try to put my heart into it. I put my heart and my feelings into it, So at least if you're listening, you're going to get somebody that's being genuine and not trying to put on like some sort of front or anything like that. Like I don't have nothing to sell anybody. I'm just giving the universe me. That's all I can do. Yeah, man. But yeah, 100 episodes, baby. It's been a wild ride. I originally started this, really just for that main goal, just letting out thoughts and feelings. I was always attracted to like leadership videos, like David Goggins and Jocko Willink and all these guys, Bishop T.D. Jakes and all these guys that are just like, they're more than inspirational figures, but they, if you look on YouTube, it's not hard to find like motivational videos and different things like that. And I always like that sort of stuff, especially in the mornings. You're getting ready for work, throw on a little bit of David Goggins, get you going, But I guess that's sort of what sparked it. But the more I did it, the more I just, the more it gave me peace and love and just a sense of, being heard, I guess. I don't always feel like I have people in my life that I can go to and talk to about my problems or my issues or what's going on. And I feel like this podcast has sort of been that friend for me. I feel like it's really just been like a sense of peace. So definitely thankful, baby. Definitely thankful. Yeah, man. I just want to shout out my wife, shout out my family, my friends, and you know, it might be a little corny, but shout out me. Shout out me, baby. You know, I'm proud of myself for sticking true to something and staying consistent with something. 100 straight episodes, and we'll see what the next 100 bring. So I'm definitely excited. Much love. Go check out my new songs off this new project, Homegrown Hellhole, coming September 19th. We got 3 songs out, and Wendy and Casper, Absent Minded, Why Ohio, dropping tomorrow. Check them out. Let me know what you think. And yeah, man, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate you listening. And, I wish you the best. And, my little challenge for you is just try to recognize the beauty that surrounds your life, that you might be overlooking. Try to notice the good in people instead of noticing the bad all the time. If you live around, I don't even care if you live in the town dump, there's got to be something beautiful about where you live, about your scenery, find it. So, yeah, man, my dogs are barking, and yeah, we're just out here chilling, baby. So much love, go Cowboys, and yeah, man, peace. 100 episodes in, let's go. So much love. We'll talk soon. Yeah, man, thank you. Peace.